All right, what's up, Knucklehead Nation? I'm back again with another exciting interview from a great up and coming professional kickboxer and Jake the Avocado Haas. How you feeling, sir?
Feeling good. Yeah, just another day.
Now, sir, this is their first time inside the Lions Den. How you feeling about it, man? How's
I
camp
feel
going?
camp's been going great. I feel good. Yeah, I fought not that long ago. The line stands a little different for me because it's kickboxing, but that's I'm cool with it. Don't have to worry. A little less to worry about. I don't got to worry about those elbows. But yeah, no, I'm excited to get in. Everything so far has been nice and professional with them. All the information, and so I'm excited.
It's awesome to hear, man. Well, I tried to do as much research for you as I could, and I did find in your amateur career you actually had, I believe, a amateur kickboxing title win. Um, so you're not, new to the rules of kickboxing, but obviously it's your first foray into that rule set as a pro. How do you kind of
Yeah.
make of that and knowing the fact again that there is no elbows and it's a little bit of a different style, especially with the clinch dynamics?
Yeah, so I had an IKF title some years back. It was still Muay Thai rules. Um, so I've had a couple amateur belts and they've always been Muay Thai. But with the difference, it's not so much for me having to take away the elbows and the clinch. I have a strong clinch that I do like to use sometimes, but I'm am typically a little hand heavy and I am out of a boxing gym now too. So when it comes to that, using my hands is kind of what I do. So with the kickboxing, I feel like that goes well with it, obviously, because it's a little more get in there, throw some hands, throw some heavy kicks, take some shots, move, and so it actually plays really well for me.
Yeah, I did want to ask you about that because you see it a lot, and I've actually had this conversation with multiple different guys who are in kickboxing, Muay Thai, and about this. It's almost like there's this new evolution, especially within Muay Thai in general, where just the fundamentals of like Western boxing are now being implemented more. We're seeing a lot of successful fighters, specifically out of European regions like Russia or
Mhm.
even out here and where you see guys with the boxing base and they're able to go learn how to, then put it into their Muay Thai game and you see these incredible, combo knockouts. And you're one of those guys I'd say that's a great example of that. So I want to ask, like, we could see that kind of boxing fundamentals already in your Muay Thai fights. How'd you kind of develop that?
Um, how I developed my boxing, well, like kind of what you're saying exactly is, being a Westerner, we're more heavy handed, so we're heavy in the hands, always work a lot of hand combos. Um, so it's just kind of been one of the bigger tools for me, at least. And, but then going to Thailand and training there and learning being a real traditional Thai of patience and technique and stand there and take this and that, give and take. You do have to adapt to that, right? So if you want to stand out and be a little different, now you got to be able to do that, but also maybe make these moves, cut these angles, hit the hands here in a place that's so kick heavy with Muay Thai in Thailand. It would be good to use your hands because they aren't using it as much.
Mhm.
They're starting to now, of course, because they're growing with the sport and with everything. But it's just things got to change, right? You can't stick to the old ways always. Otherwise, you're going to be left behind. So
Yeah.
you have to be able to adapt. And the ones that excel are the ones that can be creative, and be in there and flow a little more and mix it up. You got to give something new because we all know how to stand there, trade back and forth, back and forth. That's great, but if you want that advantage, that edge, you have to work a little something else, right? So, and I really pride myself in my training and always trying to come up with something new. I'm never set. I never feel settled. I always need to grasp and grab onto something new. to like try to change the game. I don't want to be the same fighter every time I step in the ring. I need something a little different to work on, and that I feel like that's just what a martial artist is in a sense. You're looking for that next thing to work on, to build on yourself. Otherwise, it gets stagnant, right? You need some kind of change.
Well, that kind of leads a little bit in my next question, man. You're a bit of a nomad. You're traveling all over places, man. You got, I think I was trying to look just to pin down where you've trained at, man. It seems like all over. You got Northern California. We got, you help run. Looks like you run a seminar on Muay Thai vacations in Costa
Yeah,
Rica. And you've now trained in Thailand. I think I saw you have like a pandemic fight in Thailand.
yeah.
I've seen you down at Tula, Mexico, man. Like, I gotta ask, like, that's what kind of those experiences been like, and obviously too, you're intaking the culture of each region, and how it affects their style. How's that been in your own development?
It's been great. It's been massive in my development. That's being able to go to other places and train with other people, coaches, competitors. That's been huge. The first time me and my fiance Bryn went out to Thailand, that was eye opening for sure. I was doing really well in the States, amateur wise, and I kind of wanted to test myself out there or just see what it was like and get the training really. And it was, like mind blowing. Just the techniques and the coaching we were getting. We ended up in a really cool region in Isan, Royet, and we were just kind of in it. The gym was in someone's garage. They're a little more rural over there, but it was just like get in there, train. No one spoke any English, so it was just like clinch every day, work hard, beat up the foreigner. And then I actually ended up doing one fight for them, which was fun. It was at a festival outside and everything, bucket list type of thing. So that was great. Second time we went back to Thailand was the intention was to fight a lot more. One-way ticket and travel around, but we got there during the pandemic. Like literally right when the pandemic started, we got there. They're talking about shutting down Bangkok, and we're like, we gotta get out of here before we get stuck in the city. Went to a little island. Was there for about 6 months. Got to train a lot. Stadiums were closed. There wasn't much going on. Saw that in Phuket there was some action at this gym, Powerhouse, that is a great gym. So we ended up going over there. When we get there, of course, stadium shut back down. It was off and on. But with that gym in Phuket, we just had coaches and fighters coming in and out of that place. So I got a lot of really good looks. And a lot of the people that were at that gym at the time are, champions now. So I've gotten some good training with some good people. And I had the pandemic fight, that one. And that was great. It was for that Fight Circus. They're a little crazy promotion, but it was fun. And but I broke my hand in that fight. And of course broke my hand, and then the stadiums opened back up, so I had to stop. With Costa Rica, we met friends in Thailand, Sean Fagan and Elizabeth Fagan, the Muay Thai guy. So it's his Muay Thai vacations. So we're just hit it off with them, became good friends, and like, would you guys ever want to help out? And we're like, yeah, sounds great. So Muay Thai vacations, we got to Costa Rica, Nasara, beautiful surf town. Train people twice a day. They get buffet style food 3 times a day. Go on little excursions. It's a blast. It's a week of fun. And you're in beautiful Costa Rica, and then they get people circulating through there a little bit for training, and so that's what that's all about. We've been going back and forth to Costa Rica for a couple of years now. And then Tulum, Mexico. That's our friends Eddie and Brooke Farrell, who actually started Powerhouse. They ended up going to Mexico and starting a gym out in Mexico, Tulum Muay Thai. Awesome gym. Best if you're in North America, closest to a Thai camp you're gonna get. They got professional pad holders for you every class. they're putting on fights out there. They're doing big things. It's really cool. Definitely worth checking out.
Just mute myself.
They just still muted there.
There it goes. Sorry, man. I didn't want like any of my son interrupting that awesome ass story, man. Especially the one
Oh,
about
gotcha.
Fight Circus. I didn't realize that's what that fight was for, man. They're
Oh, yeah.
they're one wild show.
They are wild. They
But
put on
man,
some
that's
great stuff.
yeah. But man, that's awesome. Like, you're literally living the dream, man. Like traveling, fighting, going to new countries, like getting stories, This is, I think like that's exactly what every young person who starts out in kickboxing or any striking sport, you see that lifestyle, and that's kind of what you're attracted to, and you're doing the thing, man.
Yeah,
So I
no,
got to give you big ups and big props.
thanks, man. Yeah, it's been great. It's just there's something that's always stuck with me is do what you love and you'll find something that's going to work for you. Even you might not become that top fighter, say, but you might find something that branches from that. And when you go out and you travel and do things like this and put yourself in a place where you want to be that fighter, you make good connections with people, like I get the opportunity for Muay Thai vacations, a dream job, and or I get to meet this person and work with this person. I get to design a shirt for the Pharrells, so there's like opportunities through the things that you love to do, so you just kind of trying to maintain that and hold on to it. It's not always easy, of course, because you're not we're not like balling out here, we don't got big money, uh but we're happy, you know.
No, that's awesome, man. And that leads me into my next question. Not really related, but I'm just curious. The avocado, man. That's got to be one of my top 10 favorite nicknames I've heard in combat sports. That's got to
Oh,
be up
good.
there. At least in kickboxing, that's top 3. That's easily top 3. Where did it come from? How'd you get it? Like, I think it's a sick ass nickname.
It's great. It's fun, right? Yeah, I got it at my old gym. My last name's Haas, and there's Haas Avocados. And my old coach made the joke on it, like, "Oh, Jake the avocado," Carl Haas, and people liked it. They get a little laugh and kick out of it, and I'm cool with it. I like avocados a lot, so that's pretty much it. Nothing crazy. Just it's fun. It's fun to work with, and it's not that intimidating name, but a lot of people remember the avocado.
I know that's why I find it like it's such like a funny name because if you look at your fights, like you have such a fun fighting style. At least in my perspective, I'm a guy that really enjoys people that can switch up combos from heavy power strikes to really great leg kicks. Um, and so it's like this guy that just smashes people, and it's like, oh, what's his name? Like, what do you call him? The avocado, you know,
Right? Yeah,
like,
that's great.
like the known like vegan fruit, you know. Like,
Yeah, right. No, yeah,
I get,
it's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
yeah, no, it seems like too, like just looking from a few of like the art directions here on your page. You had mentioned you had designed a shirt. Like, it seems like your own design. You kind of ran with it. I gotta really say, I really dig it. It kind of gives me a little bit of that, little bit of Rick and Morty vibes, honestly.
Yeah. I like when I do designs. I like to make it a little wild, a little fun. Had a big influence of like Ed Roth. He's an artist. He used to do like hot
Mhm.
rods. I don't know if you ever seen Rat Fink, that type of stuff. So I like those little out there artists, and so I try to do what I can in my own way. And the avocado is it's a easy base, and you can make it whatever. So yeah, the last one I had is a little aguacate riding a leopard with a poncho because I was out in Mexico fighting. So uh, got a little different versions of the avocado for myself.
Oh, we got a little bit of a delay, guys, but
Oh,
don't worry. Can you hear me, Jake?
yeah, I can hear you.
Nope.
A little
Think we're
delayed, yeah.
coming right back, and No, we're all good. But yeah, man, I thought that was super cool. I like the little different. You've got this little character basically,
Yeah,
and, and he jumps around from like different design.
for sure.
Well, that leads me to my last few questions here, just because I won't take up too much of your time, man. Obviously, September 9th, first
Yep.
time in the Lions Den, taking on our champ, Evan Bolton, a guy we've seen that's, a bit of our hometown guy.
Hmm.
And you're coming in, invading, trying to take that belt. Sir, I gotta ask, what do you make of your opponent? What do you make of your first entrance into the Lions Den?
Uh, my opponent. Sorry, my dog's going off a little bit. My
Oh,
opponent.
oh,
That
you there,
is.
Jake?
Yeah, I'm here. Getting a little glitchy. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. It's all right.
Okay.
Just
Oh, sorry. I just in a little glitch. I couldn't tell. But my opponent, Evan Bowen, he's a huge challenge, obviously, right? Very tall, aggressive, uses his length really well, and and he's a southpaw, so it's never easy to have to deal with any one of those factors. But I love a really good challenge. It excites me more, makes me want to work even harder, and I really want to get in there and just show what I can do. You know, um, so I'm just excited for this, and it is also really nice to be able to fight in California and not have to travel somewhere far. But no, I'm just really excited for this opportunity and everything. Um, I just I just want to get in there. I'm just ready to get in there and just show the Lions Den what I can do and like what I can put together and how to adapt. So just excited.
luckily I came back on for the last bit of that. Sorry, having a little bit of connection issues there.
Oh no
But
worries.
man, I can't wait to see you, sir, man. I feel like this style matchup a lot. Obviously we have Evan Bolton, who also has a bit of a traditional Muay Thai background, but can also obviously proven his success in the kickboxing ring.
Mhm.
We have you, who again has that little more of that Western boxing style converted over to a Muay Thai style, returning back to the kickboxing ring, which I think is just an awesome style matchup. So I'm just excited to see it, man. And I gotta ask, what do you make of your opponent's style?
I think he does really well with his how he is. He's long and he uses his range well. He keeps you back with his punches. Likes to throw those head kicks because he can. The knees. He's dangerous in a lot of places. So it it makes me need to prepare even more and be ready for everything. It's going to be a challenge, but it's something that I'm up for and I'll be ready for.
All right, sir. Well, I won't take up too much of your time because obviously we see how hard you're working in camp. You're going across, you're traveling everywhere, man. You're taking fights everywhere. So my last question is, what can we expect from Jake Haas inside the lines then? And any shout outs to any friends, sponsors, maybe even going a little bit to the rates of the Muay Thai vacation for anyone interested. Um, you know,
Yeah.
anything you want to say, sir.
Well, I always shout out my wonderful fiance, Brian Keller. She's one of my training partners, my manager. She puts so much together for me, and without her, I wouldn't be able to keep it all going. Uh, Muay Thai Republic, they're always hooking me up. They're awesome. Uh, just a great company, great people. And sorry, there goes my dog again. Shout out to the Resistance Fitness Center out in Pleasanton. They're helping me prepare for this camp. A bunch of awesome people out there. And Muay Thai vacations. Yeah, if you're interested in Muay Thai vacations, if that sounds like if you want to have a vacation where you get a little workout in, have some fun, see some beautiful beaches, surfing, massage, waterfalls, uh, and get to learn from, Sean Fagan, who's an awesome guy. You get like a seminar every day, at least twice a day. And meet some really cool people and just go on a cool adventure for a week. Look it up, check it out. Muay Thai Vacations, just Instagram at Muay Thai Vacations. You can look it up on Facebook. It's a blast, and I highly recommend it. But yeah, and I'm ready to represent the Sanchez Boxing in the Northern California. I'm excited for this opportunity and thankful, and thanks for having me and everything.
All right. Thank you again, sir, for your time. And Knucklehead Nations, you know where to go for tickets. FightersRep.com, September 9th, Fighters Rep 19. We have many pro fights, many title fights, and this is one of them you're not going to want to miss. Thank you again, sir.
All right, thanks, man.